before I started working with Paul, I was really kind of at rock bottom. I had been diagnosed a couple of years ago with PTSD. And if you don't know anything about that, it really wreaks havoc on the mind and body. And, so I was dealing with a lot of gut issues, but a lot of mental fog, a lot of fatigue, and all of these things kind of fed into each other, and I ended up getting just really bad depression. And I mean, I was losing my hair, I was stressed out, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stiffness in my joints and like swelling. I would just feel inflamed in my joints. Sleep was a big issue as well. I was not able to get to sleep or stay asleep. And I just felt like my life really was going downhill. And I felt like if I don't do something about it, I'm going to get a disease or something. I already had a cancer scare at one point. I ended up having a hysterectomy because of it. It was cervical cancer. And, I just felt like it was going downhill quick. And there's only, with pharmaceuticals, that's a Band-Aid at best. I wanted a real solution. And then I found you guys, and that really was a lifesaver. So I have a 6-year-old son, and I want to be here for him, I want to be able to live life. That's what made me keep on looking. I knew there had to be something. But then when I started watching your videos, I was just like, oh my gosh, this could be it, something real. I after a week of doing it, I started noticing after a week, I noticed my energy levels were increasing, that I wasn't in need of energy drinks or coffee or, so after the first week, I was just like, you know what, this is a thing. This is really working, and I was starting to drop a little bit of weight. I'd had a goal of losing 10 pounds, and I had lost a couple of pounds after the first week. And I'm like, so those little things help you keep going, okay, well, what is the next week going to bring, kind of thing. And I tell you what, it was 3 weeks into it. And I know it was towards the end, but I was at my house just cleaning. And I was telling Paul about this yesterday. Something just clicked in me. And I realized at that moment that I felt happy. I felt energized. I felt alert. I felt, I don't know. There was just so many things. I told them, I cried. They were happy tears, but I bawled like a baby because it has been years since I felt like that. And I'm like, this is a miracle. Like, why aren't people doing this? I don't understand. And it's almost like I was living in a world of like black and white. And now there's color, I see all the things, and everything is just beautiful. And it's been a great experience.
Hypothyroid, estrogen dominance, adrenal fatigue, chronic constipation, just heaviness, lethargy, depression every day, which also created, I realized, a lot of fearful thoughts, not really wanting to participate or be out in life, connecting with other people just beyond my healing practice. I'd become quite a bit of a hermit. Also joint pain. There are a lot of peripheral issues as well, besides just the hypothyroidism and the Hashimoto's. So the first week, within the first 3 days, chronic constipation, gone. Joint pain, gone. Foggy brain, lifted. Was able to release caffeine, which was huge. If I just added up all of the money that I've spent on clean energy drinks or, really nice organic teas, but were loaded with caffeine, it would be ridiculous. So all of that was able to be released and eliminated within the first week. Another amazing transformation just from shifting my health, it's totally changed my relationship. We're doing everything together and doing things together. It's really transformed everything. So on my program with Paul, I dropped a dress size, which had been, it was like impossible. It felt like before that. And now I have enough energy that we've actually hired a personal trainer to start training us so that we can really get into shape and feel even better in our bodies. Now, before I started working with Paul, that would have just been a dream, a pipe dream.
I think the major one was my digestion was awful. Also, wasn't sleeping because my digestion hurt so bad that it was like I didn't know what to do. It was like I would even have dreams that I was in labor again because my stomach hurt so bad, and then I'd wake up and be like, I'm not in labor, my stomach just hurts. I need help, I'm desperate, and I wanted somebody who knew the plan that I wanted to be on, which was high raw or all raw. I wanted somebody with like an actual certification, not just a YouTube or a Instagram person just saying, here's what you do and hope for the best. So I found you guys very knowledgeable and really sharp, and I was like, I think this is it. This is the right match. So the first day that I did it all raw, I was like, I can't believe I did it. But then the next morning, I woke up and was like, I fell asleep. It was the first night. And I was like, I actually fell asleep. I remember waking up in the middle of the night to nurse Mitchell, and I was like, I feel okay. Like I could wake up for the day because I've slept more tonight than I slept like the last 3 nights combined. So it was pretty immediate. And I think the digestion fixed itself within the first 3 days. I don't have gas. I don't have bloating. I feel like I have a flat tummy, and people would say to me like, you had a baby how long ago? And I'm like, I feel great. Like I didn't get the overweight kind of thing with the postpartum, and I feel like this is the best way to, I mean, when hopefully we'll have a next pregnancy, but hopefully I can do it through the next pregnancy and just feel even better. And I don't have headaches anymore. That was one big thing with Paul. I was like, I'm having headaches every day, and I haven't had a headache in, I can't remember. I know I'm less irritated because my digestion works perfectly. And I think I feel lighter, and I feel I was trying to talk to Paul about the right word. Like yes, it's lighter, but it's like deeper than that. It's like fantastic, but there's more description that you could add to it. Like there's no one word.
How was your energy levels, and how's your skin, and how's just the overall quality of life?
Oh my God. My energy is like crazy now. I love it. I feel like I can go out and, do stuff, get stuff done like I used to before all of this happened. And my skin's great. I mean, at first it did start to break out because I think it was just kind of purging all the stuff that was inside of me. It was coming out. So it's definitely a lot better.
And what about your weight? So you were at 155 when we first started?
Yep, 155, and now I'm down to 116, which is pretty low for me, but
Wow.
I'm working on, building muscle and stuff.
And I stumbled across your website, and I didn't even blink. I signed up, and here I am, migraine free and just living life. It's been 2 months, and the last migraine I had was just because I stopped drinking caffeine.
I know we had heartburn that you mentioned as well when we first started. And how did that go?
No heartburn.
And you also had some other issues as well. So the joint issues, you had some joint pain as well, yeah?
I found a picture I took a picture of my hand a while back, and you can see how swollen it is. And today it's a lot thinner. I can't stop feeling my hands because they're so soft and smooth. The inflammation is almost all the way gone. I wanted to lose 20 pounds by my birthday. I started at 222.5, so I've met that goal. So I've already met that. So I'm just want to get under 200 and, you know, it'll be happy, but I just see it just keep going. And, you know, I'm feeling healthier, just even losing that 20 pounds. And I get lots of comments that I'm just looking so vibrant and happy. And I've had some people tell me that I am a walking inspiration.
You also were pre-diabetic as well.
I am, and those numbers have dropped. I know I had one A1C test start at 6.9, and this morning I was 5.4.
Wow, fantastic. So no longer pre-diabetic?
No longer pre-diabetic. She's not going to make me take the medication, which I didn't want to take in the first place, and I never did.
So I know that you're also overweight. You had inflammation in your body as well as Candida, energy issues. So how did that affect you on a day-to-day level? I know that you said that with Candida, you almost felt like crying every day because it was so bad, but also you had weight challenges and inflammation. So how did you feel on a day-to-day basis?
Great. It's improving every single day and your self-esteem goes up. And so now, guess what? I finally have a 1. I'm going to cry. I finally have a 1 in front of my weight. So now I've lost 1.5 stones, I guess. So 17.5 pounds. I'm going to keep the 0.5. Okay. So it took 8 weeks, 7 weeks actually. So I'm thrilled and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going.
So you lost, just to recap, you lost 17 pounds in seven to 8 weeks, eating
I'm so sorry.
all the fruit and carbohydrates. Oh, that is so amazing.
My main challenge was Candida. So I had been fighting and trying to recover from Candida for now 3 years. So that was the main reason. And then along with that, I was suffering with brain fog and really bad anxiety to the point where I wouldn't even want to leave my house or get into the car, you know, to go to the store. I wasn't sleeping that good. My mood was low. I had inflammation. I had gained some weight. So it was just an accumulation of so much. So when I was finally looking through like my past records or pictures and stuff, I had realized that I was fighting this for 3 years. So then it only took a few weeks with working with Paul for the Candida and the rash that I was suffering because I was getting it under my arms. Yeah, and I was suffering a lot from constipation as well and just a lot of gut issues. So, you know, I had learned, you know, through this too that, you know, the better we take care of our gut health, you know, that it helps with our mind as well. And just it all just comes together. So I'm about 8 pounds down, but like I was telling Paul too, like the weight wasn't my main concern too. It was getting the Candida that I had been suffering from, you know, for so long under control. So like what I have really liked about this journey is just focusing, you know, on one thing and then just seeing how everything else is, you know, coming together from that. I get compliments all the time about how smooth my skin is, my nails grow faster, my hair grows faster. Yes. Well, and I think it's so important to invest in ourselves because it is for our health. So investing is, you know, it's worth it.
So if you want to get similar results and if you're looking to overcome your Candida, gut health imbalances, fatigue, and other challenges in your life, reach out to us. Do the same thing that Vicky did. Let's jump together on a call. So go to rossomhealthy.com/apply. You'll see your calendar. You'll be able to pick the time slot that works for you. And then we'll talk to you and see for how we can help and what's possible for you, what you can do to get moving with your health challenges. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Vicky, so much.
We look forward to catching up and celebrating more of your wins.
Thank you.